and welcome to TCSD, the #1 youth sports show in the Carolinas. Pee Wee Power Raiders, tell us what it stands for.
Carolina Sports District, let's go!
We have a lot of great football games to bring you from last week's games, starting on Thursday at middle school and finishing on Saturday with the toughest 5- and 6-year-old football players I have ever seen. We'll also bring you the winners of last week's game of the week, the player of the game, and we'll announce what teams will be battling it out for this upcoming game of the week. Later on, we'll announce our current pound-for-pound top 20 rankings. But first, let's get into those highlights. We'll start off with our middle school games. We go to Alexander Middle, where they took on Ranson Middle. Right from the start, first play, Ranson number 23 takes it to the house for 40 yards. Ranson number 31 joins his buddy in the touchdown club, scoring one right there. Alexander tried to get some momentum, but Ranson just took too much, winning 38-0. We go to the other side of town now as J.M. Robinson took on Community House Middle. Another huge first play as Community House's number 1 goes 58 yards for a touchdown. Number 1 later again for a touchdown for 38 yards. He had 96 yards in touchdowns alone. Number 1 getting it done on both sides with a big hit there. Robinson eventually scores, but number 45 for Community House runs for a 55-yard touchdown. Community House gets the win 32-6. We take you to Vance High School now, where the number 2 ranked New Birth Steel Eagles took on the Longhorns. New Birth wasting no time as number 2 scored the 35-yard touchdown. Later on the kickoff, hello number 1 land a big-time hit from New Birth. This must have been a big hit day for New Birth, as number 2 lays down another big one. New Birth continued to play as a deserving ranked team, with last week's player of the game, number 3, taking it to the house for 64 yards. New Birth wins 36-0. Next, we go to the Franz Boys Club, where the Tar Heel organization took on the Junior Midget Bills. With a scoreless first quarter, the Heels number 35 put some points on the board with a 10-yard touchdown. Bills number 6 makes a nice catch, delivering a blow as he breaks a tackle, stops shy of the end zone. The next play, Bills number 1 walks in for a touchdown, but the extra point attempt was no good. Heels up 7-6. Number 35 gave the Heels some breathing room as he went straight up the middle for a 60-yard touchdown. Heels win 14-6. We have the big guys next as the 14U Panthers took on the Wildcats. Panthers start off early with a tackle for a loss. Panthers number 55 later gets a taste of the end zone with a 10-yard touchdown. Panthers number 48 gets in the end zone as well with a 13-yard touchdown. Great interception by number 48 for a 25-yard touchdown. Wildcats get on the board late with this double reverse fumble kick return. Doesn't seem to be a planned play with the fumble, but it worked. Panthers one play from a goose egg, winning 41-6. Now for a change of pace, the Bandit 49ers challenge the Bills. Early in the game, a nice pass as a little guy takes it 70 yards. That may be a Bandit record right there. 49ers defense makes a good goal line stop on the quarterback. Bills running back does a little shake and bake until a nice hit by the 49ers. Bills return the favor with a nice hello right there. Even the coach got a little excited off of that hit. Who said the little guys can't play contact as the Bills go for another long touchdown. Bills win it 19-0. And now we go to Whitewater, where the Mighty Might Carolina Bears took on the Broncos. A lot of orange and blue going on there. A lot of juking as well as Broncos number 20 takes it to the house for 50 yards. The following kickoff, number 2 for the Bears, makes a 65-yard return for a touchdown. but somehow it didn't count. Broncos make a 4-down goal line stop after the mysterious kick return. Score 6-0 Broncos at the half. Bears open up the second half air attack with a 50-yard to number 80, tying the game. And they're successful with the extra point. Broncos answer as the quarterback looks to pass, reverses sides, and scores the touchdown. Bears number 2 back and boots to the left for the go-ahead win. Bears win a tight one, 13-12. And now it's time for last week's game of the week. The Pee Wee Power Raiders versus the Harrisburg Cowboys. Raiders go to the air early with a nice throw and catch for 6. Cowboys couldn't get on the board until the next quarter, but take the lead 7-6. But the Raiders and that deadly air attack gets them another touchdown. Number 3, famous for reversing sides, can't get much this time as the Raiders win big, 31-13. And now we bring you the player of the game. This week's player of the game is the Power Raiders number 30. Now, when we look at the player of the game, we don't only look at who scores the most touchdowns or has the biggest plays, we also look at other ways that the teammates contribute to the game. Number 30, he played multiple positions on the field in the same game, and he was also a big leader for his team. To reward his hard work, he received a pair of elite Nike socks courtesy of the Carolina Sports District.
My name is Trenton Davis, number 30 for the Pee Wee Raiders, and I'd like to shout out to my brothers, my family, my sisters, my dad, my mom, and anyone else out there to support me.
Congratulations, number 30, and enjoy those socks. And now, we announce this week's Game of the Week. The Game of the Week will be between the NCYFL Cadet Bills and the Clemson Tigers. 2 ranked teams this time, folks, 2 ranked teams. Now remember, the player of the game comes from the Game of the Week. So Bills and Tigers will be out there looking at you. Now I know the Bills can tie down some horses, but can they tie down a tiger too? Roar! Now, I'm really sorry to have to tell you this, but we will not be having our pound-for-pound top 20 rankings this week. Just kidding! Ha ha ha! Next week, we'll be looking to add a few new leagues to the pound-for-pound top 20 rankings. The spots are going to get tighter, so watch out. You better bring your A game every single time. This week's tip of the week is to try to get in your protein. Protein is essential for building the strong bones and muscles that you're going to need on that field. Try to get in at least 2 to 4 servings of protein a day, and I'm sure you will have lots of energy on that field. As we come to a close, I'd like to give a shout out to all the guys who found me at the games last weekend and took pictures with me. If you haven't seen them yet, they're on Facebook and they're on Twitter. If you see me again, you know what to do. Just come see me and say cheese. Continue to check us out on Facebook and Twitter, and to come back here every Friday to catch another episode of the Carolina Sports District. And folks, there you have it.